back to The Good Life. Of course, we went through all the upgrades and got all the house upgrades and all the garden upgrades in the last episode. So if you're interested in seeing all the upgrades that you can get in the game, then check out the previous episode because I have all of them included in there. So I feel like a stalker, just spying on my own house. I'm hiding in the bushes. But it just looks really nice, doesn't it? I really like it. I'm really happy with it. Anyway, today we are indeed going to be continuing with the main story questline. So I am super excited for this actually, because I didn't have enough money last time. So we are indeed going to be doing that. I don't know if I need to get out the money. Probably need to get the money out from my ATM. So let's do that. I still have 2.6 million, so I still have quite a lot. So that's great. We need, I think, about 700. So I'm going to take out a nice portion of money here. That would be fantastic. Actually, that would be so cool. So let's see if we can finally buy our upgrade part. That would be fantastic. All right, I am here to shop. All right, cool. So we're going to be buying the old telephoto lens. I think this is all you need to continue with the main story quest line. So we're going to go for that. Although I could get a better one if I really wanted to. I could probably buy the most expensive one if I wanted to, but now we're fine. I'm fine with this one just in case we need money for something else. So I would rather not. So we're gonna go for this one and finally continue. I am so excited. I really wanting to continue with this. All right, so let's put the quest on that we want to do and equip the lens that we want to use as well. So there we go, to the southern lake. All right, so how do you actually zoom in? So we can zoom in now. Very cool. I like that. We can see really far away. Hey dude, he ran away. He was camera shy. I can't say I blame him. All right, so I gotta go down to here. Okay, we can just use a shrine. I don't need to walk all that way. I'm basically rich at this point. Well, I guess I could get more money, but we got enough. I don't really like carrying that huge sum of money with me though, because in case I die and lose it all. So I would rather not carry quite as much as that. You know what we're gonna do actually? This could have been much faster. Let's deposit all of it and then we're just going to take out 100, because I don't want to be carrying around all that money, right? It's a lot of money to be carrying around with us, so I feel quite comfortable with just 100 on us for now. That would be good, and it will give us a little bit of money to use to fast travel between shrines as well, so that would be really great. We can see our lovely house as we walk past. As you can tell, I'm very proud of our house upgrade. I just think it looks amazing. I'm just really happy that they decided to put all these upgrades into the game. I think it's really cool. I really like that. So yes, I'm very happy with that. All right, we're gonna go and of course go to the shrine, and for this quest that we're doing now, we need to take a picture of this giant thing. It's like a hedge that looks like a actual person. So yeah, we need to take a picture of that, but we couldn't do it before because our camera wouldn't zoom in far enough. So now that it does, I'm super excited to see where this is gonna go. So we need to go down to the lake area, which is down here. Feeling kind of sleepy. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the quests in this game, the side quests, because now that I have all the money that I need, I don't really see the point in doing them because they don't really seem to give you much, but I don't know, maybe they'll unlock some exciting endgame quests or something once we're done. Oh, do you have a side quest? Hello? What's going on? Did you manage to get a photograph of the oh no. I'm gonna do that now. What's the matter? Yes, I'm going to do it right now. Just give me a second, man. Give me a second. I'm gonna do it now. All right, there he is. So wait, where is he? There he is. And now we can actually zoom in and take our shot. Yay! It counted! Happy times! Woohoo! All right, now I have the photograph for you, my friend. There you go. What do you think? What do you think? Good photography skills, right? Brilliant work, my dear Haywood. I do find it kind of funny that mining in this game is actually more profitable than actual photography. This game is meant to be, you know, it's meant to revolve around photography, but you actually make more money from mining, which is kind of funny. This is irrefutable evidence. Evidence? Exactly. This photograph will force Mr. White to tell us everything. Ooh. Come now, back to the White residence we go. Wait, I thought we were going to track down Martha. You're free to do that if you like. I wouldn't recommend it though. Ugh. Well then, if you've no more objections to make, my dear Haywood, let us reconvene at the White residence. Ta-ta! You just had to leave like with that, right? You just had to say fish and chips before you left, right? It had to be done. It had to be done. All right, I am so excited to learn the truths of this game. It's going to be fantastic, and yeah, I just am really curious to see what Mr. White is going to say. And I actually need a photograph of Mr. White to get an extra 300 money, but it's not like I really need it at this point anymore, but hey, it's fine. All right, where should we go? Well, it would definitely be faster if we teleported. I think it might be faster to go to the Rainy Woods shrine and then walk from there. I think that would be a really good idea actually. But you can actually use diamonds in this game to create clothing, although I don't think the clothing in this game looks very nice. Like, I'm not really like that impressed by the clothing. It's a rabbit. I want to take a picture of the rabbit just because I actually had a quest for that. I don't know if I'm even going to do it though. I actually had a quest for that guy as well. Where is he? Pine Weasel. I think it was for that. I don't know. Well, why not? I was right there anyway, so it didn't take too long to do it. So it's all good. Let's get our sheep out, because otherwise it's going to take a while to get down there, right? And we want to make this as fast as possible. All right, can you stop it, lady? Yeah, baby. I can't wait until the time, like that's one thing that I'm like gonna be so relieved that I never have to hear again. Like, once I finish this game, like, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't have to hear that anymore. It's gonna be heaven. It's gonna be pure bliss like I have never known. I swear I've been hearing that in my sleep as well. It's just giving me nightmares. Why did they put that in? I don't know. All right, anyway, we have made it, Mr. Watson. No, that's your assistant, isn't it? Mr. Holmes. Mr. Norlock Homeless. What took you so long, my dear Haywood? Hey, I had to ride a sheep here. I don't know how you got here. Maybe you flew by parrot, but I had to use a sheep, man.
Truth is near.
Tally-ho, the door to truth beckons us once again. Dude, how many times do you order fish and chips? Seriously, for this parrot to for that to be the only thing that parrot knows. Can you imagine how many times he's made fish and chips for himself, or maybe even ordered it as a takeaway? My God. Must be so many times. Why don't they ever shut up? It's the only word that parrot has learnt by the sound of it. It's kind of funny. All right, Mr. White, we're back here again. We've done full circle. Let's get all the hidden truths from this guy. I hope he tells us. Greetings, Mr. White. Today we have a photograph we'd like to show you. Go on and reveal the photograph to the good sir, my dear Haywood. Okay, here we go. We got you red-handed. Now show us what's behind that painting. Heavens, what a brilliant shot. Well, there's certainly no use in hiding it now. You're right. It was Martha who painted that picture there on the wall. Forgive me for being so forward, but artistically, I find that piece to be rather lacking. Oh, damn. How rude. How did it come to be hung in your drawing room of all places?
Rudman and Martha first met 40 years ago. At the time, Martha was 21 and Rudman was still only 12. Back then, Martha had moved from Rainy Woods to London in order to study painting. But after losing her parents in a tragic train accident, she was taken in by the White family. Rudman's father, a tyrannical landowner, was quickly taken by Martha's beauty and made her his mistress. Rudman eventually learned of this, but there was nothing he could do. 9 years later, while studying at university in London, he received a single letter from Rainy Woods. It told, in painstaking detail, her vicious treatment at the hands of his father, which drove Rudman to return to Rainy Woods that evening on an overnight train.
So what, like his dad abused Martha? Is that what happened? Oh man, that's a lot to take in. Wow. Okay, I gathered all this information from looking through the town's old documents and newspapers, but how does this fit into Elizabeth's murder? I don't quite understand. 2 weeks after you returned to Rainy Woods, your father passed away. Mr. White, did you board the Orient Express that night? So what if he did? Like, what does this... I don't understand. Maybe this will make sense later. There is no statute of limitations when it comes to our country's penal code. Let me just say this. I've always fancied Poirot over Holmes. Oof. That's gonna cut deep, man. What? You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Where is it going with this? Wait, what? Who was that who died? Was it Mr. White or his dad? I don't know. As far as matters like those are concerned, I'm also partial to the stubborn Belgian's logic. And did you invite Martha to the party as well? What party? Oh, we thought about it. We went back and forth on whether or not she should join us all. Okay. He didn't finish his sentence. The parrot didn't finish the fish and chips sentence. He's broken. But in the end, it was all for naught. For when the curtain fell on the party, Martha appeared right in front of me. What is this party? I'm really confused right now. She took the sword from my hand. Oh, okay. So he killed his dad. And the party is just like the party to kill his dad. That's not a party. It's a murder party. This is Curtana, the Pict's Excalibur. As a Pict descendant, inheritor of King Arthur's blood, the very last daughter of the one true king, bless you, young knight Rudman, bless your courage and your sense of justice. Damn, she said that to him? Holy moly, that's crazy. He killed his own dad? I was wondering, like, what if Elizabeth is still alive? Wouldn't that be crazy this whole time? Then Martha fainted and fell to the floor right there. I see. Okay, there's like another like murder backstory going on. Did he get caught at all for doing that? The rest of the story isn't much worth telling. Martha forgot all about what had transpired during the party, and I was a coward beyond all help. Eventually, Martha chose Thomas to be her husband. The two married and she gave birth to John shortly after. Oh, so he loved her? What could I do but offer any blessing I had any right to give? It sounds like you got a pretty raw deal, old man. It does sound like that. Oh, heavens no. Martha finally found happiness. I couldn't have asked for any greater salvation. Oh, bless him. But it wasn't your fault that your dad did that, like seriously. But what about now? Seems like that salvation might not have been all it was cracked up to be. Let's say the sword that impaled Elizabeth really was the same antique sword you had in your house. Then Martha could be involved somehow, especially considering what she said to you before she fainted. I guess it's possible. Martha's from the generation who grew up seeing Queen Elizabeth II reign for the entirety of their lives. As a descendant of King Arthur, maybe Martha gradually gave in to the fabricated rebellion growing inside of her. Ooh. And maybe one day she came to see the false Queen Elizabeth as the ultimate target for her holy army. This is getting a bit too far-fetched, Naomi. I was like maybe with you for a second, but then it just got a little bit too crazy for my liking. I don't know about that, man. An amazingly incoherent theory, and also a brilliantly amusing one, my dear Hayward. It's not some stupid theory. It does sound like one, I'm sorry. Psychos commit revenges like these all the time in New York, especially the ones who've melted their brains on acid. What? Even Mr. White's like, ugh. Brings a tear to the eye. I thought it was all just a fairy tale. A fictional sword, a fictional king, and a fictional knight. Fiction can still inspire murder. I guess that's true. Even fairy tales. I mean, they have those grim tales, don't they? They're like really dark versions of the fairy tales. Those are really good, by the way. I like those. They're great. Martha must be in the Kingswood. I haven't had access to that area. Am I finally going to get access to that little section? And as one who has inherited the blood of the true king, the Kingswood will surely shroud her. But you too can enter the Kingswood as long as you possess its key. Yay! We got the key! Please, you must save her. You must save my Martha. I'm kind of confused at this point. It's getting really confusing. Dad told me everything. So did she kill Elizabeth? I'm confused. Did she actually? I guess we still need to find that out. Okay, so it was Mum that went and killed Elizabeth. Is this really true? Did she really do it? Then she might have stolen the sword and run away. It's hard for me to even imagine something like this could ever happen, but I suppose it ain't impossible. Wait, does that mean John's dad knows everything that Rudman knows? Well, this is a small town. Maybe everyone really does know about everyone else's dirty laundry. But you know what? I still believe in my old dear. She may cook up some pretty murderous dishes at times, and sometimes I'll find all my winter undies frozen to death from being out on the line. Oh wow, that's so savage, man. But she'd never actually kill anyone. I'm surprised you were able to survive this long. Well, we're family, ain't we? No matter how clumsy any one of us is, we can always laugh it off. So, next you see her, can you give her this for me? Martha's paint set. Okay, her favourite paint set. You can really tell how much she treasured it. Okay, it looks pretty dry though. You sure you want her to have this? Yeah, this is the one my dad brought for her right after they got married. Ah, the green paint's from a different set because that's the first birthday present I ever got for her. Wow, that must be really special. Let me guess, you gave her your favourite colour. Well, that was quick. Come on, I was just a stupid kid. Get off my butt. But she really seemed to like it, you know? I reckon that's why she still keeps it in her room even to this day. Now, how in bloody hell could a mum like that kill anyone, let alone Elizabeth? Alright, I'll make sure to give it to her. I'll even do you one better and bring her right on back to you. You just be a good little mechie and wait here, John Berryman. Alright, let's go find out if Martha really did the dirty. I just can't see it, man. She seemed like such a nice lady, so I don't know. But we must know the truth. We must find out. Nothing is ever straightforward in this game though, is it? So like, I don't know. I get the feeling there is like more to this. I really feel so. Okay, so yeah, baby. We're gonna go to a shrine so that we can fast travel there. It's getting late, but I don't think it really matters if we go at night time or not. I'm just super looking forward to this. This should be really cool. I just want to know what is going on in this crazy Rainy Woods town. Alright, the gate is open and I am ready to venture forth. This is the Kingswood and an area that was previously inaccessible, so I'm excited to see what's back here actually and why it was blocked off in the first place. No road doth lead to the King's Break, an unseen path there is to take. Yet since the path can't be perceived, you will arrive right as you leave. This was the poem right at the beginning, right? Does it relate to where we're going now? Creepy as hell, right? And they just started singing it out of nowhere. Why, it's elementary, my dear. The song is a survival guide to the Kingswood. It means finding the unseen path is the only way for one to get through the woods. Oh no, it's going to be a puzzle. The unseen path? Oh boy. Oh gosh, it's one of those things, isn't it, when you go like through one screen and then it takes you back to like an identical area. I hate those puzzles so much. Dogs are capable of sensing that which humans cannot, yes? You already found out I can turn into a dog too. I think everybody knows. The paint set John gave you, it should be swimming in Martha's scent. All you need to do is memorize it and use it to track her down. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, and don't forget to pray at the shrine before you enter the forest. I'm sure you'll be glad that you did later. Okay. All right then. Is that a premonition of things to come? Maybe that we have to come back here later or something? I have no idea. Anyway, let's buy this. Okay, do the oracle as well. Like, why not? There we go. Extra cash. And just in case we need it or whatever, so that would be cool. All right, let's go into the creepy forest. So I have to be the dog, right, to see things that cannot be seen or something. So I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna transform straight into the dog. I think that'd be best. Oh, the inspector is still here. I still feel very suspicious of you, Mr. Norlock Homeless. You're a very weird dude. All right, let's see what happens anyway. Alright, what have I done? Let's have a look. Gained access to the Kingswood in Route C. Okay, cool. You look positively gallant, my dear Hayward. Thank you, thank you. Now, let us locate the unseen path, shall we? Memorize the scent of Martha's paint set and track her down. Okay, alright, I know how to memorize, so we're all good there. We've done this a few times already, so we know what's up. Let's find out what is truly going on in this game. I feel like we're really setting up for end goal here, so yeah, it's exciting. It's very exciting. Alright, memorize the fragrance. So this was the true purpose, so we could find out where this Martha lady is. Oh, hello. What's going on now? What's going on? Ow, woo! Smashing. Now it's time for us to uncover the invisible path. Okay. I'm just kind of waiting for something wacky to happen. Like, you just know something weird and wonderful is going to happen in this game, right? I'm sure of it. Okay. What's going on? Behold, my dear Hayward, new footprints. You don't have to go into cutscene every time I move 2 paces. We must be hot on Martha Berryman's trail, but I must say, this wood is a thick one. Keep your wits about you and let your sense of smell guide you onwards. Okay, alright, okay, let's do this. Can you stop disturbing me now? Like, seriously, I know you're excited, Mr. Sherlock Homeless, but stop disturbing me. I got things to do. I got people to sniff out, alright? My doggy instincts are tingling. I got this. I got this in the bag. Alright, this way. Am I going the right way? Yeah, this is easy enough to find. Is that something else? Did she go up the cliff? Why is she going up cliffs? She's an old lady. What's she doing going up there? She's such an old lady. Like, did she really murder Elizabeth? I'm curious. Do you think Elizabeth was like, I don't know, somebody's daughter, or do you think Elizabeth is like her daughter or something? Maybe she resents her because she was abused by the husband or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to work out why she would even want to kill Elizabeth in the first place. We basically know nothing about Elizabeth as well, so like, who knows who she really is? I don't know. Only thing I know is that William is her brother, and that's all I know. So I guess she couldn't be the daughter of Martha, because then that would make William related as well, so... More footprints, my dear Hayward. Judging from their size, shape, and gait, she must have been in a bit of a hurry. She knows exactly where she's going. We need to catch up fast, but look at all this overgrowth. Only your nose knows the true way through this forest. Don't lose sight of Martha now, my dear Hayward. Okay, don't lose sight of her, but you told me to use my nose. Whatever. I'm very suspicious of the Sherlock Holmes right now. It's always the person closest to you that turns out to be the traitor, or turns out to be, like, the person you least expect where the plot twist comes from. Isn't that what always happens? The person that's been with you the whole game turns out they're actually the murderer or something. Oh my gosh, it's going to be funny if that is the case. But I honestly don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't even know if I went the right way. Did I go wrong?
Seriously?
Huh? This is the entrance to the Kingswood. When did I get back here? Oh no, it is one of those puzzles. Looks like I really have no choice but to follow the unseen path. Okay, so if you mess up, you get sent straight back to the beginning of the area, it seems. So I have to be very careful about which direction that I am taking. So of course I just have to go back to where we were. So I'll just follow the road, you know, because we already kind of did this bit. So I need to be very careful, but that's okay. As long as I follow my nostrils, I'm sure we'll make it in one piece. So yeah, that would be great. All right, I'm going to make sure to follow them properly this time. All right, which way did you go? Down this way? Okay, let's find this lady. Oh, hello. There's Norlock Homeless. Ruff. Oh, allow me to translate. By the way, something's been on my mind. Martha mentioned the sword being the Pix Excalibur, right? Doesn't Curtana being the Pix Excalibur seem like way too big of a leap? Quite the shrewd observation, my dear Hayward. And it just so happens that I currently have a solidified theory as for why such a leap makes sense. Okay, but now is the time for tracking, not theorizing, so just pipe down and stay focused on the hunt. Okay, alright then, let's go, I guess. Alright, we should just stop questioning things and just go for it and see where we end up, right? Alright, this makes it really easy to find with you know, with these big massive bubbles of Martha just floating in my head. There's a rabbit. Hey little rabbit. I actually didn't mean to sniff you out, but that's alright. We should still be okay to find Martha. Where is this all leading to? I wonder. It's so mysterious. I must know the answers. I must know. I'm trying to like work out what it could be. Like maybe I was saying earlier that maybe Elizabeth is still alive. Could be a body double for all we know. Maybe she didn't die. They say that she didn't actually die at the crime scene. She died somewhere else. So, it is very intriguing. Very intriguing. Alright, I think we're getting there slowly. I'm not backtracking, am I? I hope I am going the right way. I honestly have no idea at this point. Oh, I got a squirrel on the scent now. I feel like she took a really bizarre, like, way. Like, why did she go up this way? Those aren't going to attack me, are they? No, I think we're fine. I don't think foxes attack you in this game. I think they're passive until you attack them. So I think we're okay. She went in here. Oh, it's just a pathway. I thought there was like some monument or something going on here. It looks like she went to there's a shrine over there. Am I able to go over there? I'm scared to veer off the path unless I, you know, because sometimes like it might set me back, but it looks like we're going over there anyway, so that's great. That is awesome. All right. Oh no, I'm getting hungry. This is no time for munching. This is no time for snacking. We're on a detective case, a very important detective case. It appears that we found ourselves at a clearing, my dear Hayward. I knew I was right to put my trust in your keen canine snout. Oh, you're just saying that. Bless her. Still, there's no telling when the weather may change and cast that scent trail into the abyss. We need to keep our wits about us or else. Let us make haste. Alright. They're really prolonging this bit. Really keeping me in suspense here. I really want to know. But I have to just wait a little bit longer. Alright. What the Kingswood guards. The royal tomb. Is there a zombie in there? I wouldn't be surprised with this game, honestly. I really wouldn't be. Oh, have I got all the shrines? That must have been the last one, right? Yeah, we got all the shrines. Happy times. This music. Ooh. Mysterious. It's like a lady kind of like singing in the background. I like it. I like the music choice in this game. It's very peculiar. I really like the Good Life song that plays when you do Martha's husband's quest. I wonder why they decided to play that like soundtrack every time you did his quests. It's very peculiar. I don't know if I'm supposed to be following a scent anymore because there's not really like anything popping up, so maybe I just have to run forward on this little bit. It doesn't really look like too much is going on, but that's okay. Alright, I've got some mushrooms and random bits and pieces. Cool. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oh, this area. There's a side quest to take a picture of this area actually. So that's interesting. I was wondering why I hadn't seen it yet. And I've basically been all over the map. So yeah. Oh, it looks like there's a puzzle here of some kind. Is this a grave? Indeed. This is the royal tomb. Every nook and cranny of this mausoleum is filled with intrigue. Look up at the sky, my dear Hayward. Okay.
Seriously?
Holy crap. I'm far from being an expert on the occult, but I feel this barrier may be some kind of black magic. Oh my god. For whatever reason, the royal tomb exists in a zone of perpetual night.
Unfortunately.
Okay, that's weird. It's times like these in which I could enlist the help of the great Flaxman Lowe.
Jeez.
Who's that? I don't even know. Don't think so hard about it. We're basically inside of a big natural planetarium, right? Intriguing. Okay. Your ideas are always so novel, my dear Hayward. Perhaps you can use that mystifying imagination of yours to solve our next mystery as well. Our next mystery. Spirals mark the true king's tomb, scrolling waves of ancient doom. I love these rhyming poems. Riddles alone protect the treasure, so try to tie what craves a tether. Oh yeah, the creepy song had more lyrics to it. You want us to use some kind of kid's song as justification for raiding a tomb? Well, you know, Lara Croft does it all the time. Maybe like not like with, well, I mean she does raid tombs of dead bodies in 2, I guess. I suppose. Finally, and I thought nothing fun would ever happen out here in this hellhole. Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. I'm ready. Let's do this. I got a riddle to solve first, right? I think. Some kind of puzzle. But the puzzle so far hasn't been too difficult, so we'll see what we have to do here. Alright, can't go into the menu to like check the riddle again. Alright, let's have a look at the symbols. What's with the round and squiggly things? Those are ancient Pict runes. Time and energy, that's what they mean.
Seriously?
Really? But they look just like patterns. As does the alphabet. I suppose so. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents these ruins. What? What I mean is we need to find something that represents the flow of time and place it here. What? Interesting. Okay, let's see. Oh, knight statue. Oh, there's things you can pick up around the area. Okay, there's a knight statue, an antique hour. Well, that's the thing that represents time, right? Couldn't be anything else. A garden gnome. There's a jar. Oh gosh, the soundtrack's just so mysterious here. It really is. Star ornament, a tree topper, a potted leaf plant. Okay, I like that there's a little riddle here to solve. That's kind of cool, actually. Does anything like okay, you can't actually look at the tomb. Do you think King Arthur's down here? Like, who actually is in here? Some kind of royal family member or something? Maybe Elizabeth was royalty. She's called Elizabeth as well. Like the Queen's called Elizabeth. You never know. Maybe she is in disguise and maybe she faked her death or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing, trying to do my own detective work over here. I got this one. It's just a picture of a tree, right? That's not a tree, is it? I don't know. Picture. These are ancient Pict runes. Tree and life. That's what they represent. The tree of life. But it looks like the swirly one's been half erased. Oh yeah, erased? No, it just looks like whoever drew it never bothered to finish it. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents these ruins. What? What I mean is we need to find something that represents a lifeless tree. Okay, a lifeless tree. Okay, I'm sure there's something like that around here. What's this? It kind of looks like a mushroom. Do you think? Maybe it's the garden gnome. What's with this room? It's another ruin. It means man. Very straightforward. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents this ruin, but I think this one's a bit trickier than it may look. You think so? It's asking you to put on the pedestal something that can instantly be recognized as a man. Okay, the knight, maybe? I don't know, a gnome? I have no idea. Stars. Ooh, okay, interesting. What's this star mark for? This is a ruin, of course. Alright, I'm wondering why there are so many of them. It's meant to be plural, of course. Oodles of stars, one might say. It's probably meant to represent something. We need to find a bright starry sky and offer it up here. Okay, so we've now just like, you know, explored all the ruins. So isn't this supposed to be the star thing? Let's put this on the star thing then, I guess. It would make sense, right? So let's plonk it on there. I guess we won't know if it's real, like, you know, if it's the right thing until we've put everything on it, right? I'm assuming. Let's pick up the hourglass. Can't get it for some reason. But let's put this one on there as well and see if this works. All right, there you go. Oh, that one clicked. Wait, that one didn't click when I put it on. Maybe it was wrong. Or maybe I didn't put it on correctly? This one didn't click, so does that mean it's wrong? No, there's a jar. It could be this one. This could be like the lifeless plant or something. What's in the jar? Is it water? I actually have no idea what is in here, so I guess we'll find out. It looks super heavy, man. It looks real heavy. We're going to try it on all of them and see what happens. I'm kind of clueless here. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing, to be honest. I didn't think it would be quite as easy as it was making out to be. Maybe this is the water of life for men or something. I don't know. Maybe this is stars or something. I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, that worked. Why is water the answer for the stars? That doesn't make too much sense. I'm a bit confused about that, but apparently it worked. You can just do this puzzle from trial and error, so it's not like that big of a deal if you're not sure what it is. So that's great, because I honestly have no idea. I'm just doing whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, there's more in here. Oh, I didn't know there was more in here. Okay. There's geraniums and there's a tree apparently. Oh wait, there's stairs that go up here too. I didn't know there was more items. Okay, cool. Wood. There's wood. Oh, okay. Maybe this is the plant one. Maybe. I don't know. But it could be. Let's try it. Oh my gosh, carrying this all the way down is going to be annoying. I actually didn't know this area existed. Have to do a little bit more exploration. But I'm going to try this on the one with the tree, maybe, and we'll see if anything happens. We got 2 out of 4, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Come on. We got this. Let's go. Let's go. Does this work? Yeah. Okay, now we just need the one that looks like a man. Is it like the shape of a man? Though, like, is it an actual man, or could it just be like how tall the man is? Maybe. I don't know. Could be anything. Oh, I found more stuff. Oh my gosh, that's so hard to notice. Why did they put stuff like in really awkward positions? I don't know. Does this depict a man? I have no idea. We'll try it, I guess. Only one way to find out, I guess. I think it made it harder because I didn't know like where all the items were. I think that was the hardest part, is just like actually finding all the items, not the actual puzzle itself. Alright, let's I was trying multiple stuff. Oh, I keep clicking check as well instead of like picking the items off. I was trying to do like 2 items at a time to see if that did anything, but no, it's definitely not that. Alright, let's put that down, and we're gonna try this lion statue. There we go. Ah, that was the answer. Silly. I didn't know it was down there, so I was confused. It didn't make sense.
Huh. Holy crap, I think I did it.
I guess We can be, I guess a man can be like a lion, courageous like a lion. I don't know. All right, we did it. Yay.
You're all mine now.
Oh god, what's down here? I feel like we're about to make like an amazing discovery or something.
How intriguing. That expression on your face, those bestial sounds. You're the farthest specimen from a lady I've seen in quite a while.
Zip it, Tweety Pie. Why don't you give me a hand already?
I'm afraid I'm the brains of this partnership. More importantly, my dear Hayward, I've one more observation for you. There's a limit to how much strength a human can exert. Perhaps you'll be able to exert more pulling power in a rather different form.
Maybe the dog, I guess. All right, I'm kind of finding Norlock homes to be like really creepy at this point of the game. I don't know. Oh, I went into the wrong one. Oops. That's okay. All right, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Let's check it. And I really want to know what's inside here, man. It's so like just dragging this out a bit. I guess I'm just impatient. I just want to know. I just want to know what's in here. I want to know what all the fuss is about. This is clearly meant to be a big thing. William, what are you doing here? Oh God. Something more is going on here. I'm confused. Okay, let's find answers. What's that? That pendant. Ooh. Okay. I want answers. Come on, lady. Halt and kneel in the presence of Britain's one true queen. Oh, wow. Does she really? So it's Queen Elizabeth II down there then? Is she really like so in love with her? Oh my god. Sorry, but I'm American. We learn about equality in elementary school and that Columbus was a hero, ironically. Come on, lady, one true queen. Don't you think that term's been a little overused by now? I know you Brits like your LARPing and all that, but why do you gotta be so dramatic? Insolent cur, this title is our birthright, bestowed upon us by the blood of our ancestors. Your knavish words insult the very name of King Arthur himself. Sorry, but I don't care. Alright, so you're a descendant of King Arthur. Fine, whatever. Okay, that still doesn't mean the damn sword over there is Curtana. Think about it. King Arthur called his sword Excalibur, right? We admire your bravery to step unerring into the dark depths of our history, but that is all we feel for you. What do you mean, we? Curtana is a mystical sword in which spirits dwell, the only of its kind, forged by an ancient Pictish sorcerer. There's magic in this game? I mean, they said there was like dark magic, like a barrier around this place. It's getting so weird. It served as a symbol of King Arthur's might as he fought on this very soil, a sword beloved by all my ancestors. Okay. Alright, as I thought, the true Tristan was indeed a female Pict warrior. Huh? Why, it's elementary. Tristan was a knight of the round. However, the origin of her name actually lies within Pictish culture. The legends of Tristan prove that Pictish warriors served King Arthur. We did not serve him. Our ancestors were King Arthur's equals, his fellow compatriots. But following King Arthur's death, the history books were rewritten so as to remove that inconvenient truth. Our ancestor was once wed to King Arthur. She passed right after giving birth to her lord's child. Only after her death did those scoundrels who fashioned themselves wizards and knights of the round appear. And so Curtana was stolen and renamed Excalibur. And all those who knew about the true connection between the two names were lost within the annals of history. I'm not quite sure I understand all of this. Who can say with certainty that the Curtana lost during the English Civil War even really was? Damn, that was a good story. But it's just a story, right? Do you have any conclusive proof? We are the proof. That is what you expected us to say, was it not? This pendant's name is Curtana's Edge. It's a crystal filled with ancient sorcery where spirits dwell within. Without this, Curtana is naught but a heavy slab of steel. It was passed down by our grandmother as she lay on her deathbed. This pendant is what enabled us to endure all the suffering that life has brought down upon us. But now it is time for Curtana to finally awaken from her slumber. What does that mean? Like, is this sword alive or something?
Your true ruler has returned.
Oh my god, she's psycho, isn't she? Oh no. What is she gonna do with this awakened sword? Is she gonna turn into King Arthur? I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, bargain bin Sherlock. I didn't sign up for this. My next deduction may sound suspiciously like an acknowledgement of defeat from a detective who's lost all his rationale, but it appears that we are in danger. Great observation, man. Let's scram, man. No, my dear Hayward, remember our mission. Mr. White gave us that key and told us to save
Seriously?
Martha. Are you kidding me? You mean Rudman knew that this was going to happen? The probability is high. Martha's mind has fallen terribly out of balance. If she were to brandish a magical sword in this condition, the repercussions could be insurmountable. Fairy tales can kill people, right? Well, does the poor woman's Sherlock have any sharp ideas? Yeah, like, we need some ideas. Just one. A rather classical, tried and true methodology. Okay, just say whatever you can to get her to stop.
Seriously?
Are you nuts? Honestly, I believe you have a far higher chance of success than I. Why is that? Oh, fine. Martha, hey, hold up, gal. We need to talk. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. We must fulfill our ancestors.
Nope.
Damn it, she isn't even listening to me. We are the one true queen. In the name of Arthur Pendragon, the world will be. Is she like possessed or something? Alright, that's it. Time to pull out the big guns. Martha, listen up. You'll never be the one true queen. You hear me? Never, never, never.
Silent.
Do not think you can deceive us with your serpent's tongue. We are the one true queen, the rightful heir to the throne. Is this all about power or something? Let's hear you say that again after you see this. Ooh, what does she have? Do I have something up my sleeve? Oh, the paint box. That's true.
Martha, I can prove it. There's one big reason why you'll never be the queen. William!
Do you think Hayward will become the queen? That would be interesting. A lady with insurmountable death that becomes the queen. That would be crazy. Oh, William turned into the dog.
Prithee, return me to the lake.
Okay.
Carry me down into the water. 'Tis nary a place for me in the human world. I come to bury, not to praise. Giveth me the one true slumber, together with my king.
Okay, so I just have to like bury it. I guess this sword is too dangerous. Where is this game going? I'm just like so confused on so many levels. Like, where did this even come from? I thought we were investigating Elizabeth's death and then it just came to this like part with this crazy lady who wants to become the queen with this crazy sword. Like, what? Where did this come from? I don't know. I guess like there's so many parts like that.
Thou art recognized, hero.
I am now a hero. Yay! I don't feel like Naomi should be a hero, honestly. She doesn't seem like the heroic type, does she? Oh my gosh. Okay. Curtana's desire. So we gotta throw her in the lake so she will no longer harm anyone. It just looks like a normal sword to me. Like, what kind of powers does this thing have, I wonder? I don't know. In the lake you go. Away with you. I come to bury, not to praise. That's our history for you. All right, time to bury our history, I guess. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's gonna think of money, isn't she? Whew, whoa, that was a close one. You almost got to me with all that melodramatic stuff. What was I thinking? I bet I could make a killing off of you. Talk about a priceless family heirloom. I knew she'd do this. I could probably pay off my entire debt with you alone, baby. Ugh. Finally, some good luck comes my way.
Why dost thou refuse to release me?
Will you pay off my debt if I do? Say yes and I'll think about it. She's so selfish, isn't she?
Forsooth, were I to call upon the spirit's strength, I could bestow upon thee riches most heavy.
Whoa, really? Then do it. Show me what you got. Was she bluffing? I require my payments up front. Now come on, spit it out.
For the love of... Who the hell do you think you are, eh? Coming in here barking orders?
I love the accent of this spirit. Huh?
Just chuck me back in the lake. Not bloody rocket science, is it, love? Or is even that too much for you?
You know, suddenly you, don't sound much like a spirit anymore. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
How dare you? I'm the real deal, me. From my hilt up to the pointy bit.
But spirits are supposed to sound fancier and use more ellipses and stuff.
Oh, do one, you prat. Do you think we had the luxury of being polite little daisies in my day?
That's true, probably not.
Hark! What a fair woman! I shall do in her husband and take her for my own.
Savage.
Look at him! So full of great wit and wisdom, I'd better ice him for being a smart-ass. For centuries now, you flesh sacks have had me chopping each other's bits off like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
I guess being a spirit isn't as easy as it looks. Yeah, no kidding.
Finally, she gets it. Now stop being a bellend and throw me in the bloody lake, alright? Or would you rather I crawled under your pillow and screamed, "Throw me back!" until your mind caved in?
Nope.
You really have an attitude problem, you know that. I love this sword. I don't want to throw it away. I love it. I want to keep it.
Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back!
Oh my god, it's having a tantrum. And you're really annoying to boot.
It's for your own good, you know. Just let me get on with my life. I've taken to playing MMOs and there ain't nothing faster than the Spirit Network.
MMOs are great.
Do that and you don't have to lose sleep listening to me bitch night in, night out. Win-win.
So this is what you meant by not belonging in this world. I really had the wrong idea about you.
Throw me back!
Ugh.
Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back!
My ears, though. Well, I'm open to the idea, you know, depending on what I get for it.
Sorry, but I'm totally broke from buying too many loot boxes, so...
Relatable. RNG can be a pain.
Throw me back! Throw me back!
I'm not listening to that again, lady.
You're like that bloody Cromwell. Took that twat a whole week to give in. Throw me back! Throw me back!
Just shut up already!
Oh, finally.
Oh, shit.
Oopsie. Ah, well, it stopped talking at least. And most importantly, no one saw what happened. I mean, it was broken, like, first of all anyway. Maybe it's smarter if I sell the pendant and the sword separately.
Yeah, baby!
Take that, you stupid spirit. This is what you call a real win-win. Is the bouncer gonna come now?
Naomi, I get the feeling you're gonna go down in history for all the wrong reasons.
It's so weird when the dialogue that's on the screen is different from what's said. I've noticed a couple of instances like that. It's not too bad though.
Are you okay with that?
She probably is. She probably couldn't care less, to be honest. As long as she gets money, she does not care, like, at all. A few days later. Okay, so did she manage to sell it? I can't imagine something like that would sell, but I don't
At
know.
first, Naomi seemed dead set on using Curtana for her own personal gain. But after thinking it over, she realised she might get arrested for theft.
So what did she do?
And so she returned the blade, begrudgingly, to avoid becoming a debt-laden prisoner. Once Curtana got confiscated as evidence, Martha readily admitted that she'd taken it without permission, but she denied having any part in the murder of Elizabeth. For the time being, she was put under house arrest at the White residence.
Literally the whole town is going to be put under house arrest at this point. The White residence is going to end up packed with all the people that are under house arrest. That's like 3 people now.
Meanwhile, Curtana was locked away in the town hall as key evidence connected to the case. As for Curtana's edge, it seemed to have been lost in all the chaos. Morning Bell's team later discovered a very similar item on a popular online auction house. One furious bidding war later, and it was on its way to their lab in New York for analysis. Of course, all the profit Naomi managed to gain from this scheme was intercepted and swiftly redirected to the appropriate people.
I think that's a good thing. Finally pay off your debt, girl. Alright, finish my reports. I'm gonna drink up a storm tonight.
Yeah, baby!
Because I'm the Drin Queen, of course. So how much debt did we actually pay off that time? I have to say that was probably the weakest storyline so far for me personally. Maybe it's just because like I don't have that much interest in King Arthur, maybe. Why does it always have to be so damn slow? Okay, it's up. I can check my mail. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so thank you for the amazing report. Okay, I have some unfortunate news. The documents containing information on Curtana and the one true king had a C mark on them, meaning it's confidential. There are multiple reasons for this, but the biggest problem is that it could endanger Martha. Okay, there are a surprising number of people in the UK who believe that the current royal family is not the proper one. There are also many people who have pledged unflinchingly loyalty to the current loyal family. I imagine that 99% of these people are peaceful, but there are always a few bad apples in every group, right? Okay. Imagine what would happen if someone revealed the fact that King Arthur's bloodline survived. Not to mention the fact that someone has stepped up to inherit the once lost Curtana. In a worst case scenario, someone might try to murder Martha. I guess that makes sense, I suppose. Okay, we also considered selling this object, but we quickly changed our minds when our fearless president posted a tweet that read, "I found a cool pendant on eBay called Curtana's Edge and I bid on it. I have never lost a bid in any auction before or after I became president, but I lost this one for reasons unknown." Okay. On a personal note, my mother really loves Martha's painting style. When I was working at home one night, she happened to look at my screen and fell in love with that painting. Does that mean you're not going to get any money for this? Oh wow. I received a report from our investigative team regarding the opinions of the private detective who you encountered in Rainy Woods. Ooh, okay. For both a historical and scientific point of view, we have no choice but to take a contradictory stance in his opinion that Rainy Woods is Avalon. That was mentioned like at the beginning of the game sometime, actually, that everyone was like a descendant of King Arthur or something. Honestly, many of our researchers found the detective's theories amusing, and some also commented that combined with Mrs. Berryman's eyewitness statements, they're worth looking into. Okay, so they don't believe the Avalon theory. Okay, the theories surrounding King Arthur are interesting, but it's hard to imagine anyone doing a proper investigation. Naomi, you don't believe in all that stuff about people turning into animals, right? P.S. I figured that if I tried to keep it from you, you'd just find out eventually, so I'll just tell you now. I'm pretty sure I'm the first one who found the Curtana's Edge you were selling on your second eBay account. It looked like a beautiful pendant, so I bid on it, but then the price gradually got higher and higher, so I posted about it on Slack channel, wondering if the seller had put the wrong price and whether or not it was an incident worth investigating. I'm pretty sure this is when things got out of control. Wow, Lucy, she caught us. So we're not going to get anything out of that, it looks like. Just goes to show you should never let a story get too big or else you'll lose your chance to profit. Life just never seems to want to give me a break.
No matter the era, succession of the throne is always a thorny area, Naomi. And likely as not, it'll probably always be that way. Bearing in mind Martha Berryman's safety, it's not hard to understand why Morning Bell did this, but it doesn't change the fact that you just scored a massive scoop. Keep on like this, and there won't be a skeleton left in Rainy Wood's closets.
So is there an epilogue for this one? There usually is one, so we'll have to have a little look, I suppose. So we did get a little bit of debt cleared. Still at 21,000, my god. I wonder if we'll clear that off in like one fell swoop, like that would be cool. Alright, yeah, so now we have the epilogue to do as well, so let's finish that. I'm sure our rival is going to grace us with his wonderful present. Oh boy, I can't wait to see him again. It's always the highlight of my day. Oh yay.
Lobster!
Here he is. I feel my soul slowly escaping my body.
Nope.
Hasn't the city of Boston ever sued you or anything?
Lobster!
If the city ever tried to sue me, I'd vote all those city councillors out of office. Show them how scary elections can be. Is that how democracy works in Boston? Damn straight. Okay. Boston doesn't tolerate people like you who go around spreading fake news. Wow. The truth? You're really going to stand here and say that to my face? This is why I can't stand New Yorkers. You lack conviction. Someone might die due to the articles you write, you know. Shut up. You just stick your nose wherever it doesn't belong without preparing yourself for what might happen, and then when it comes to stand up and do something, you turn your little tail and run right out the door. Go on, write your little global, innovative story like all the rest of those New York losers.
Damn you!
Screw you! At least I'm actually getting results, unlike all the other useless journalists out there. I'd rather actually write something than sit around and let people treat me like royalty all day. Hey now, every journalist gets writer's block. That's just what it means to be a real journalist, yuppie. Just focus on getting those deadlines of yours. Productivity is all you've got to count on, right? And off he goes after rubbing it in my face. Alright, lobster. I'm kind of tempted to skip it, but just in case we miss something.
Goddamn hellhole!
I don't believe this. He should be getting the ultimate idiot journalist award, not more jobs. I've never met someone who's been able to insult me by complimenting me for keeping my deadlines. That's kind of weird, huh? Oh, okay. That's finally done. All right. That was a crazy ride. I mean, like that part with the dude is finally done because it's kind of just he's just kind of becoming an eyesore at this point. All right, let's go talk to the residents then. Here is Martha herself. Now there's another collection to the White House estate. Hey, how's it going? From an objective standpoint, neither good nor bad. Is there something I can help you with? Not really? Then if you don't mind, may I ask you a question? I am here to serve. Aren't you a cruel one? Although I suppose it's only fair. My own question is cruel in its own way, now that I think about it. Remember what you said to me at the royal tomb? You'll never be the one true king, you hear me? Queen, but okay. Would you mind explaining why you were so sure of that? Oh yeah, I guess I did say that. Well, you'll probably find it pretty insulting, humiliating even. Are you sure? You're honestly warning me now, as if I have anything left to lose. Good point. Anyway, it's simple. You gave up on your dream of becoming a pro painter, right? I still paint. Well, yeah, but as a hobby. I saw one of your old paintings. Honestly, it bored the hell out of me, but it did look professional.
I'm sorry.
The painting of the giant? Yes, well, I also lacked a great deal of skill back then. Skill's the same as money, though. You can never have enough. But that painting of yours was filled with an overwhelming amount of confidence and spirit. I'm going to become the world's #1 artist. In fact, I know that I already am. Ooh. I mean, that's what practically every art student thinks, right? Otherwise, why would they ever go to art school? The pressure and uncertainty of it all would be lethal. Anyway, changing subjects, the king is #1 as far as kingdoms go, right? The top of the pyramid. Only God stands above them. It's a king's job to sit all alone in the throne room and order people to go and die for him. Yes, you're right. But if you abandoned all the confidence you once had, the belief that you were number one, you gotta be really sure if you're thinking, I'm the greatest ruler in history, ruling the world's greatest kingdom. Otherwise, who would ever follow you? Who would ever die for you? Yes, you were right. This is extremely insulting, especially since I can't even think of a retort. That's why, in the end, you made the right decision. Decision? You chose your family, didn't you? Both John and Thomas see you as their number one. Oh, bless, you're so cute. But what? Honestly, I'm envious of you. If there ever comes a day when you're able to truly see yourself as the world's greatest artist again, and you're able to put all of your heart into painting again as a pro, then I'm sure John and Thomas will both be there to cheer you on. Oh, you don't have to fight alone anymore, and that's what makes you so strong. The stupider you get, the stronger you are. You don't even possess a modicum of common courtesy, do you? I'm sorry, but I can't listen to that voice of yours any longer. Would you mind removing yourself from my presence? No problem. See you around. It's kind of weird. Naomi's a weird character. It's kind of like she knows just what to say to people to make them feel better, but at the same time, she insults them at the same time. It's really weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. John, Thomas, will you ever forgive me? Such a stubborn queen. What does she care if anyone sees her crying now? Like she said, it's not like she's got anything left to lose. Alright, well, that's one character down. We still have another 2 characters to go, and apparently I need to go to the witch's place for whatever reason, so we'll do that too. Okay, so this is the husband. Let's see what he has to say after finding his wife is a crazy lunatic who wants to become queen or something with a magical sword. Yo, got a minute? Ah, if it isn't Miss Naomi. Sorry for lying to you about John and stuff. Oh, I know you only did it to keep us out of danger. Look, it was an emergency, okay? Desperate measures, you know the drill. Oh, I know. Sometimes you need to break through a few rules in order to survive. And no matter what happens, your tummy will always continue to rumble. Don't cry over spilt milk, just eat some meat. I have no idea what that means, but okay. I'm better and okay. I did a lot of thinking over these past few days, and I've got a tough road ahead of me, but that just means it's time for me to stand up and fight. It's the kind of trouble you can't run from, right? That's right. Okay. What's the advantage, you ask? Why, calling on a fellow neighbor with a loud, friendly voice. If a problem needs smarts, I can just leave that to John. He's got enough brain power for both of us. He's working on developing something called tele-existence right now. Okay, it sounds cool. But I won't let him take all the glory. We're going to make sure Martha comes home with a smile. I'm rooting for you. He didn't have that much to say, but it was kind of cute. At the same time, he's, you know, just sort of still rooting for his lovely wife. So that's nice. Okay, next character. Kind of makes me wonder why the witch house is part of this epilogue. I've got no idea why she's part of this. Yo, witchy woman, you always look as unique as always. Perfect timing. There have been some developments, big ones. Okay, the whole world will never be the same again. All right, tell me, you expect me to calm down at a time like this? You probably don't know this, but there's a royal tomb right in the forest of town. And guess what? A huge weird light was shooting out from it. Yeah, I know. You saw it too, eh? Well, it was so bright and flashy, how could you miss it? When that light went flashing through the sky, all sorts of ideas started running in my head. Delicate, daring ideas, unlike any thoughts I've ever had before. Like a blend of soft, rich coffee beans. They were the ideas to end all ideas. Meaning, I just figured out how to whip up a whole new slew of concoctions. Aha, okay. That's cool. They're gonna be weird pills, alright. Alright, okay. It appears that the spirit of Curtana left behind a gift for you. Thanks to the spirit's magic, you can now brew new concoctions at the witch's house. Okay, cool. You can carry concoctions in your inventory, so they're sure to come in handy on your travels. Nice. Okay, well, let's take a little look at at that. I'm only going to take a real quick look because we still have another character to talk to. So yeah, we got to do that too. Where are these new concoctions? I don't even see them. I don't know where those are. Let's just go to the next character. I couldn't see them, so I'll have to look another time. Okay, and last but not least, here is John, the son. Oh, and he's disappeared again. Yo, Meki, were you burning the midnight oil again last night? Oh, Miss Hayward, have you got something you wanted me to take apart? Nah, I just came to check up on you. I wouldn't want you to starve to death or anything, you know? Cheers, sorry again for that incident. So, has everything been okay at home lately? I suppose we're doing alright, and not at the same time. Humans can be pretty difficult to get along with at times, don't you think? Can't say I disagree. It's true. I think my old man and I are on the same wavelength. We need to work hard and make sure we get by okay, or else Mum will never be able to relax. But as a Meki, I know that it's dangerous to force anything to work too hard, you see? Oh, you mean, mental fatigue? Exactly. Human or mental, anything will start to give when it's pushed too hard. That's true. But for some reason, people like us enjoy keeping ourselves busy, as daft as we may look. It's a good thing to keep yourself busy. You go mad if you don't. My dad started selling minced meat and croquettes at his shop. But whatever's for sale each day pretty much depends on whatever he had for supper the previous night. From what I know about engineers, a lot of them get excited whenever they're up against a new challenge. You're not wrong, and I reckon he also wants to brag to Mum about it when she gets home. He'll do whatever it takes not to hear, "You two can't do anything without me," when she gets back. Well, I'm just glad you both seem to be alive and all that. Eat right and make sure you get some rest. I feel like Naomi is slowly beginning to love the villagers in this game. I really feel like that. Oh, someone texted me. Wait, no, I can't get texts out here. This is the second time that's happened. I'm getting a weird feeling. Is this some kind of omen? Oh god, I better go home and check my mail right away. Oh my.
You want to check your email? Normally you'll do anything to dodge the bills and deadline chasers. But it does seem like a very special email has arrived. And with it, maybe the climax to our little story too.
Oh, we're getting close to the end. I kind of knew we were getting kind of close to the end. I could feel it in my bones. Catastrophe point. Ooh, I guess this is the next chapter that we are on, right? Okay, a very important email. Well, we'll check that email out in the next episode, but I definitely feel like Naomi has started to warm up to the villagers in Rainy Woods, and you can kind of see her sort of changing a little bit as the story goes on. At least that's how I feel that it's going anyways. But yeah, I definitely think that the first two storylines that we did were my favorites. I loved all the alien stuff, and I loved like the promise of vampires, even though there wasn't vampires. But I loved like all the little weird mini games and the weird sheep man, and I loved all that stuff. The Arthur stuff didn't really connect with me as much, but I still have been really enjoying this game. It's great fun, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreons and members for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you are interested in donating, there will be a link in the description box below to my Patreon page. Alternatively, you can also click the big join button underneath every video that I create to become a member of the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you next time.